Take you on a journey that began weeks ago on the enchanting island of Dominica. Picture this, the sun, a radiant orb of gold rising over the horizon, casting a warm glow over the Caribbean Sea. The air filled with the intoxicating scent of street food, roast plantain, broth, fish, bakes, chicken, and the music, oh, the music. The pulsating rhythm of the bouillon and the infectious hymns of the calypso, all blending together to create a symphony of sound that is uniquely Dominican. The streets came alive with a riot of colors, of thousands of fetters, locals and tourists alike, donned with their costumes and masks, transforming into iconic characters from Dominican folklore. The spectacle was nothing short of magical, a tangible expression of our rich cultural heritage, our shared history, and our indomitable spirit. But Mass Dominic is more than just a two-day experience. It was a melange of over 30 events spanning 7 weeks, a testament of our resilience, our unity, our joie de vivre. It was a celebration of who we are as a people, as a nation. It was a declaration to the world that despite the trials and tribulations we may face, we remain undaunted, we remain strong, we remain Dominican. I acknowledge the presence of Mr. Colin Piper, CEO of Discover Dominica Authority, Mr. Earlson Matthew, Acting Chief Cultural Officer assigned to DFC, other representatives of Discover Dominica Authority, Ms. Kalma Louis, Senior Environmental Health Officer, winners of the various national pageants and competitions, representatives of the Bouillon and Calypso fraternities, members of the media, listeners tuned in live on GIS, Kyrie FM, and Dominica Festival's Facebook page, members of the media, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and welcome to the post-Mass Dominic press conference. My name is Monel Alexis. I'm the Communications and Public Relations Specialist at Discover Dominica Authority. I am pleased to serve as your guide for this press conference. Today, the winners of the various national pageants and competitions will recount their captivating journeys and profound impact of their victories. Key representatives from various sectors, including environmental health and the Calypso and Bouillon fraternities, will share their evaluations of this year's carnival and provide insightful perspectives on improving future events. Contributors such as event enthusiasts, representatives from Discover Dominica Authority, Dominica Festivals Committee, and the Road Parade Committee will also share their experience and insights. So let's relive the unforgettable moments. Let's set the stage for a more improved Mass Dominic 2025 experience. Welcome one and all to the post-Mass Dominic Experience Press Conference. Thank you very much for being here. We begin with our program. On February 5th, ushered a new Miss Teen Dominica, and her name is Shakaya Andrew. She copped the awards for Miss Photogenic, Best Performing Talent, Best in Spectacular Wear, Best Evening Wear, and Best Response to Question. She's here with us this morning to tell her story. Please let's make her welcome.
Mr. Colin Piper, CEO of Discover Dominica Authority. Mr. Earlson Matthew, Acting Chief Cultural Officer assigned to DFC. Ms. Monel Alexis, Communicationist and Public Relations Specialist of Discover Dominica Authority. Other representatives of Discover Dominica Authority. Ms. Kalma Louis, Senior Environmental Health Officer. Winners of the various national pageants and competitions, representatives of the Bouillon and Calypso fraternities, members of the media, listeners tuned in via the media, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It was Heraclitus who once said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man. The journey to Miss Teen Dominica has been an experience I may have been familiar to, but a completely different encounter. As a winner of Dominica Carnival Princess in 2019, I was unsure if I was going to ever compete again. But with the encouragement from my family, teachers, and friends, I decided to participate in Whitey's Kubuli Miss Teen Dominica pageant. During my participation in the pageant, I had many late-night practices, and due to the fact that I am a fifth form student, my Saturdays were no longer days of rest. They were simply days to cater to my various afternoon classes. There were days when I cried because I felt that I was not good enough. But through it all, I am happy that I was able to inspire young ladies that they can do anything once they put their mind to it. I am also happy to be an advocate for my platform, road safety. I urge those in charge to install speed bumps at the entrances and exits of schools. My journey would not have been possible if it wasn't for God, my mother, my father, my chaperones, Miss Odessa Dinard and Firelander, my dance coach, Miss Leona John, my speechwriter, Miss Dostina Commodore, my seamstress, Miss Fabiola Connie Joseph of Fab's Fashion, my costume builders, Miss Zethrin Durand and Jeff Coppell, my makeup artist, Miss Jamie K. Miller, and my photographer, Lyle Bruni of Secretly Dominican. To my headline sponsor, Net for All, powered by NTRC, I say thank you for taking the chance and allowing me to be the first individual you've ever sponsored in a pageant. To my pad sponsors, Get Nailed 767, Rapid Response Recovery, the Dominica Grammar School, New Westbridge Bar and Grill, and Triple K International, the bigger, better band, I say thank you. To the listening public, I say thank you for supporting this young lady from the Dominica Grammar School as your Miss Teen Dominica 2024. Thank you.
You can do anything you put your mind to. Thank you for that reminder, Miss Andrew. Now we continue along with our program. Miss Dominica Carnival Queen, Miss Kiana Dyer. She copped the awards for Miss Photogenic, Best National Spectacular Wear, Best Response to Question, Best Performing Talent, and Best in Evening Wear. This morning, she's here to tell us her story. Put your hands together and let's welcome Miss Dominica, Miss Kiana Dyer.
Mr. Colin Piper, CEO of Discover Dominica Authority, Mr. Ulson Matthew, Acting Chief Cultural Officer assigned to DFC, Ms. Monel Alexis, Communications and Public Relations Specialist of Discover Dominica Authority, other representatives of Discover Dominica Authority, Ms. Kalma Louis, Senior Environmental Health Officer, winners of the various national pageants and competitions, representatives of the Buyo and Calypso fraternities, members of the media, listeners tuned in via media, other invited guests, and my beloved Dominican people, good morning. Esteemed members, I stand before you today humbled and grateful as the newly crowned Miss Dominica 2024. This journey to the throne has been nothing short of a whirlwind of emotions, challenges, and triumphs. From the moment I decided to embark on this path, I knew it would demand dedication, resilience, and unwavering passion. And oh, what a journey it has been. My success undoubtedly resonates in the commitment of those who encircled me. To the Dominica Festival Committee, thank you for providing a platform where dreams are nurtured and talents shine. Your dedication to preserving and celebrating our rich cultural heritage is truly commendable, and I am honored to be a part of it. To my incredible team of chaperones, the Kiana Council, your guidance, supports, and endless encouragements have been my anchor throughout this journey. You believed in me every step of the way, and for that, I am eternally grateful. To my glam squad, you worked tirelessly to ensure that I looked and felt my absolute best throughout my journey on and off stage. Thank you for your artistry and creativity. You turned every moment into a masterpiece, and I am beyond thankful for your talent and dedication. To the Mont Daniel community, Africulture Stilt Workers, the youth groups that I belong to, the congregation of the St. Alphonsus Parish, the residents of Fax, and every individual who has been supporting me through my journey, your unwavering love and encouragement have fueled my spirit and kept me going even in the face of adversity. To my sponsor, Ocean's Edge Hotel, your generosity and belief in my vision have been a constant source of strength and inspiration. Your commitment to excellence mirrors my own aspirations for Dominica, and I am proud to have been represented by such a distinguished establishment. Thank you. As Miss Dominica 2024, I stand with a deep sense of purpose and responsibility. My platform, Youth in Culture Through the Arts, embodies my passion for empowering the next generation to embrace our cultural heritage and artistic expressions. Through education, mentorship, and community engagement, I aim to foster a sense of pride and belonging among our youth, ensuring that they become ambassadors for our vibrant culture and the world stage. Together, we will celebrate our traditions, preserve our culture, and inspire future generations to embrace the beauty of our island home. With the support of each and every one of you, I am confident that we can make a lasting impression and create a brighter future for Dominica. Thank you once again for this incredible honor. Hand in hand, we can write the next chapter in Dominica's rich cultural legacy. May God bless Dominica, and may the spirit of unity and resilience shown throughout Mass Dominic 2024 continue to shine for all the world to see. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dyer, and we support your mission to nurture the ambassadors here on island. Now let's talk Bouillon. Not often do we find women, in particular young women, participating in Bouillon competitions. This year, there was one, and this year, she won. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and let's welcome to the podium, Ms. Chavez Seaman.
Mr. Colin Piper, CEO of Discover Dominica Authority, Mr. Elson Matthew, Acting Chief Cultural Officer assigned to DFC, Ms. Monel Alexis, Communications and Public Relations Specialist of Discover Dominica Authority, other representatives of the Discover Dominica Authority, Ms. Kalma Lewis, Senior Environmental Health Officer, winners of the various national pageants and competitions, representatives of the Bouillon and Calypso fraternities, members of the media, listeners tuned in via the media, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am 15-year-old Chavez Seaman, stage name Moxie Chevy, from the dynamic community of Pebush, and I attend the Portsmouth Secondary School. I am proud to be this year's Junior Bouillon Monarch. I nurture a passion for performing, and in the past represented my former school, Pebush Primary, at the National Princess Show. and also the Portsmouth Secondary School at the Miss Teen Dominica pageant. I emerged second runner-up in both competitions. As a member of the Paybush Cultural Group and an active member of the Catholic Youth Movement, I have been able to express my passion for singing. Preparing for the Junior Buyo Monarch competition was challenging. The commute to Roseau and juggling my schoolwork were very taxing. However, practicing multitasking and good time management contributed positively to my personal development. It was worth it. I am grateful that I got the opportunity to share my talents and encourage the youth, and also to make my school proud. A heartfelt thanks goes out to Miss McKenna Victor, the teacher who wrote the song and coached me, and Mr. Mikhail Farrell, who ensured that I sounded my best. When I sang on the night of the competition and saw how the crowd reacted to my song, I felt honored and extremely happy. This song speaks a lot of the challenges experienced by young people in Dominica every day. It cautions us to stay away from negativity and encourages us to stay on the right path. When I emerged winner, I felt relieved because I knew that I had put my all into my performance, and I knew I didn't disappoint anybody on my team. In the not so distant future, I wish to continue being involved in the music industry. Thanks to my sponsor, Vibian TV, in collaboration with the karaoke launch, my family and friends, and to all those who have encouraged me in one way or another. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Seaman. Of course, she underscores the importance of community support in allowing persons to reach their goals. Now, we were talking Buyo. Now let's talk Calypso. One young man won his second Junior Monarch crown and is here with us this morning to tell us his story. Please put your hands together and let's welcome to the podium Tice Faustin.
Mr. Colin Piper, CEO of Discover Dominica Authority, Mr. Ulson Matthew, Acting Chief Cultural Officer assigned to DFC, Ms. Monel Alexis, Communications and Public Relations Specialist of Discover Dominica Authority, other representatives of the Discover Dominica Authority, Ms. Kalma Louie, Senior Environmental Health Officer, winners of the various national pageants and competitions, representatives of Buyo and Calypso fraternities, members of the media, listeners tuned in via the media, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Tice Faustin, reigning Junior Calypso Monarch 2024, a show organized by the Leo Club of Dominica. This is my second time competing in the competition, and I have been successful on both occasions. My English literature teacher at the St. Mary's Academy, also known as SMA, Mr. Ian Jackson, discovered the talent in me and took it a step further by encouraging me to enter the competition last year. At this stage, I would like to thank the Almighty Father for my given talent, my songwriter, Mr. Ian Jackson, my mother, Kidela, who is out of state, my biggest fan and supporter, my grandparents, Geoff and Catherine Faustin, my father, Wayne Benjamin, who did the arrangement, produced my song, and prepared the presentation on stage, members of my immediate and extended family here and abroad, members of the Fatima Men's Choir who always encouraged me, the many friends I made over these 2 years in this competition, the PPTP, also known as Put Pen to Paper, Trilogy, Shelley of the Signal Band, and Miss Nation. At the end, we were able to put together a song. To the realm, my sponsor, thank you for your support. My school, principal, staff, and students, my fans, and the Leo Club for organizing the show. Without them, nor the participants, there would be no show. Leo Club, see you next year. I thank you.
Tice, see you next year. I thank you. Up next is an individual who has not won 1 crown. He has won 10 crowns. And he's here this morning to tell us his story. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium our 10-time Calypso King, King Dice, to offer remarks.
Okay, thank you very much. I just want to say good morning to the head table. Everybody that's sitting there, good morning to the winners of this year's competition. You don't know, big up, and I hope that you motivate others to come and do the same, to be part of our culture. First of all, I want to thank the creator and creation, for giving me my talent to do what I have to do. I want to also thank my sponsors, Best Price, Judson Gabriel and Company Limited, Singular Blunkvist, All Nations, and Miniers 7-Eleven. I also want to big up some of the people that was really there for me, in that journey, and this is Christelle and the team, big up yourself. I want to big up Pat Aaron, my writer. I want to say big thanks and big up to Andrews, Woodwork Shop for doing what he done for me. And my support crew, yourself, the women and them in my life, the men and them in my life, everything, my support crew, big up yourself, all those that call and say, Dicey, we want you to do that, and we're with you in that. So I want to big them up. First of all, it is an honor to be not number 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, but the 10 times Calypso King of Dominica, which is the only thing happening. Actually, I can say is me alone that have that. So, I want to boast that. I also, and in boasting that now, I want to say that, if you look at my performance during this year's Calypso competition, because I've been in that for a long time, so everybody know where I'm from, everybody know what I stand for and all that. But this year something happened on stage, and I find, people should really investigate that, because I don't know if somebody try and mess me up on the stage. And I would not like people to try to prevent individuals in our society from reaching their great potential, their heights. And if this is happening, I would like it to stop. And if you know yourself, you should stop it. Big up yourself. I want to use this crown to promote, Dominica locally, regionally, and internationally, And the people that are going to see me do this locally, regionally, and internationally, I am telling you that I am going to give them something that when they are done with seeing me, they will be proud of Dominica. They will be interested in Dominica. They'll be wondering, wow, we should go and see if we have more like him in Dominica. Okay? So don't worry about it. I will play my part in a serious manner. But I also want to say before I leave, I don't have too much to say. If I came there as the 10-time Calypso King to a press conference DFC is doing, which is Dominica Festival Committee, which deals with culture, and they came there with their hands swinging without nothing to give King Dice for the 10 times, this is a big shame. Thank you very much. Dice again.
We breathe first, inhale, exhale, Dice again. And quite the inspiration, Dice. We look forward to what you have in store for us and for Dominica. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning. Now there is this one individual who sent a very clear message to Dominicans when things are not going your way with individuals. And the message is very simple: cut them off. Ladies and gentlemen, Moxie Shervy is here, and she's going to present her winning piece, Cut Them Off. Please put your hands together and let's welcome her to the podium.
Big up to Discover Dominica, my PSS Massive, and my Paybush Massive. Big up. Cut them off when you see they acting funny. Cut them off when they lie into your face. When they can't support the vision, cut them off. best of the best. They both best with zero preference. Could be young, pretty, old and strong. I aspire to be just like you. You yourself unapologetically. You doesn't take no stress, nah, not from nobody. People talking, but you still at ease. Still collecting coins, yes, from all the fees. I want to be like you, but you just vex me so much. Cutting fan meat way when it's so hot. Cause so half time to iron, we run full up. And the phone no charge with no generator. Despite the flaws and the faults, one thing I admire. How you like to do your job in the midst of the fire. One day, I hope to have the confidence to do what I love without hesitance. Cut them off when you see they acting funny. When they lie to your face. When they cast up for division. I learn from the best of the best. They both best with zero preference. Could be young, pretty, old and strong. I aspire to be just like you. Make this be proof, be my evidence, that I must make it even with little friends. I can't be wrong, wolf in sheep clothing. Not again, cause where I am going is up, up, up like them big balls. Going up, 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 that is my goal. And I will not stop till I prosper, till I can afford a generator. Cut them off when you see they acting funny. When they lie into your face. When they cast up a division. I learn from the best of the best. They both best with zero preference. Could be young, pretty, old and strong. I aspire to be just like you. Dumb leg. Don't know already. It's Moxie Chevy telling you to cut off all the negativity, cut off all the bad vibes from all your lives. Cause this year is only up, up, up. We going. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Moxie Chevy. This year is up, up, up we're going. When you see them acting funny, what we doing? That's it, dicey. We can just give them to God, yeah? And we continue. Now there is no calypso, no carnival without calypso. And they say calypso is big man thing, but I would plug in calypso is a Dominican thing. To hear it this morning, to present on calypso for the 2024 Calypso Carnival season is the PRO of Dominica Calypso Association, Mr. Daryl Bob. Please make him feel welcome.
Good morning. Good morning to the members of the head table, Wilson, Monel, and Mr. Piper. Mr. Piper, I just want to spend a minute on you and say thank you for your years of contribution to Mass Dominique and the Dominican product on a whole. I think it's very timely that we observe you've taken the pressure, and maybe it will come with tears in some of us eyes, but a diamond takes shape under pressure. So on behalf of the Calypso Association, I just want to thank you for all your good intentions, all your efforts, all what you have tried and faced with stumbling blocks. We still hope that in your absence, there will be your presence. You will assist with developing the Dominican product, however. Technology allows us to be at meetings, to participate in a number of things, and I hope that we will see a lot more of you, even if you are not the head of the Discover Dominica Authority. Folks, I want to say, first of all, thank God for an incident-free carnival experience. I think this goes over the head of many of us. In the past years, I've seen so many accidents. Our friends from the diaspora come over and they drive as fast as they drive on their highways, and we do not have the infrastructure for that kind of speed, so we've seen an increase in accidents. However, this year, we want to thank God that it has been very different. No, I'm not a member of the police service, but it's just an observation. we have to give God thanks for good things. And I'd like to congratulate the winners on behalf of the DCA, the Calypso Monarch, the Bouillon Monarch, coming with so much energy. That's so beautiful. Do we have the princess here, the Carnival Queen? She's not here. All right, but we're live, so I suppose somebody will tell her. Congratulations, Miss Teen, and our Carnival Queen. Is that you? All right. Beautiful people. And of course, the king dies. The king dies. The king dies. Say it again. Say it 10 times. I'll continue after. I don't want to waste the people's time. But Dice, special thanks to you for your efforts all these years of, I mean, nobody can say it better. You know, we've done it together. So I just want to say thank you for staying there, sticking with it, man. You know, being a candle in the wind, being called all sorts of names because you decided to stay true to Calypso. And that is the most important thing to me, and I'm happy having that opportunity, being one of your opponents. Having beaten you once or twice rather. Yes. So I am happy to say now, you know, have the opportunity to say officially in front of the Dominican public that personally, thank you for being there. You've made the competition really tough for me and brought out the best in me. And I can say the same thing for all other members. I want to say thanks to you on behalf of Showdown Mass Camp, which you're a leader. And Stardom, I must say, you know, I would like to say thanks on their behalf as well, because you have impacted the entire Calypso fraternity. So thank you, and thank you on behalf of the Dominican Calypso Association. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And we want to continue thanking God for all His mercies during the season, and all those who made our festivities possible, to include our sponsors, especially to make it as spectacular as it was. And we just couldn't do it without you, because events now are so expensive. You know, we have huge infrastructure now that includes sound systems and heavy transportation and equipment, and we see large stages and heavy lighting and stuff. These come with a heavy cost, and we want to say thanks to our sponsors. And I speak obviously on behalf of the entire Calypso fraternity. That includes the Stardom Tent, the Showdown Mass Camp, and of course the Dominican Calypso Association. Our efforts have once again paid off. As we mark with pride, having staged once again the largest and most patronized and memorable event, the Calypso Finals, building up from the eliminations in December to January 10th, all in the face of absolute unnecessary adversity. The DCA would like to see an extension of the carnival season to avoid the cluster of events that occur, too many of which occurring on the same dates, as it is only common sense that our economy cannot sustain what we seem to be trying to achieve. At the DCA, our work will continue, and it will include staging another big event which started about 2 years, Calypso Day, where we focus more on education and we climax with a big show. So look out for Calypso Day. It was very successful last year, where we brought in the mighty Gabi from Barbados, and he really impacted the minds of our people as to the importance of Calypso to us. That is why we should embrace Calypso. We should not fight down Calypso, because Calypso is really, we are a Calypso people. It doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter where you're from. And I heard Elson say not very long ago that we should not forget the young people. We have a very young man who is the 10th time king. We had a young monarch last year, very young man. And the Calypso Association also sponsors the junior monarch every year. We do make reservations for young people all the time. We cannot do it unless we do not want Calypso to continue. So I want to make the bold statement that I know a lot of people will misunderstand or misconstrue. Calypso is not for young people. Calypso is for everyone who wants to be part of their culture, their economic development. They want to learn, and they want to be part of the process of getting that to happen. It is for everyone. It's unfortunate that Calypso does not promote nudity, crass lyrics, and the young folks, that's what they are drawn to, unfortunately. But we will continue to stay the course. As you can see, young people like King Dice is unshakable. He's on a path, and I can bet you Trilogy is going to continue, and all the other young persons, because they have a want for information and for being part of their development. So Ulson, it is not for young people, it is for all of us. So we urge all to support Calypso events and our Calypsonians. When you hear a Calypso event occurring, go check it out and make a contribution. Stop Dice on the road sometimes and put something in his pocket, because our economy cannot pay this man what he really deserves for all those years of success and representation of our brand. Once again, we thank our sponsors, particularly Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited, Flow. And I'd like to say special thanks to the Discover Dominica Authority, who just came on recently as a sponsor. They're our new kid on the block. We butt heads all the time, but we make things happen. Friends, thank you.
We definitely make things happen, and that's why next year, Bob, you're going to make it happen and be Calypso King? No? Yes? I said we make things happen all the time. You ended, let's make things happen. So I'm saying next year you'll make things happen and try to be Calypso King next year. Let's see. He invites me to be Calypso Queen in my dreams. Thank you very much. And we continue. So Mass Dominic was an experience that spanned over 7 weeks with 60 plus events. Now a lot of individuals, fetters, may have attended many of these events, and it's always good to hear from someone who attended the events. This morning I would like to invite to the podium an event enthusiast. She participated in almost every event for the season. Please put your hands together and let's welcome to the podium Miss Anika Bellat to provide insights.
Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here. This is my first press conference with the Discover Dominica Authority, DFC. And it is really a pleasure to be here to just recap, just some of my experiences during the carnival season. So protocol having been established, I want to say good morning to you all. And I also want to echo the sentiments of Mr. Bob in expressing my gratitude to Mr. Piper for your dedicated years of service, and even for myself for providing me the opportunity to collaborate with Discover Dominica and the Dominica Festivals Committee. Not a lot of the time, you offer, or you yourself are able to offer a certain experience, a certain product, and not everyone sees the value of it. But I want to thank the Discover Dominica Authority for being open to working with me in something that is relatively new for Dominica in terms of content creation and being an influencer of sorts to the Dominica experience. So I want to say thank you very much for that. I also want to say a special good morning to the winners of the various pageants and competitions. You would not have been able to at all attend many of the events that I would have done because you were so dedicated to your crowns and to pushing forward, and that takes a lot of commitment. I couldn't do it because I love my carnival too much. I love my events too much, so I want to thank you for doing it on behalf of those of us who cannot push the culture and the pageantry and the competition. Also, special good morning to 10-time Calypso King Dice. You deserve that special good morning because, that takes so many years, and you're still doing heel and toe during the independent season, Mr. Matthew. So you have time for everything, and you push your culture, not just in terms of Calypso, but you also do it in many other facets of Dominican experience. So thank you for that as well. So today, as you heard, my name is Annika Bellot. I am known on social media as Nature Island Nikki, the real god. And the real god is because it was a name that was coined because I specialize in Instagram Reels. And so it's really a fast-paced videography that really captures the essence of different events. So because of that, and because of being engaged with Discover Dominica and a lot of other events promoters, I was able to attend many of the events during the carnival season, and I was really impressed by virtually all of them. So what I can say about Dominica Carnival is that it keeps getting better and better. Every year we see that improvement. Gone are the days where you were probably struggling to find an event during Dominica Carnival to attend. Right now we're absolutely bursting with events on top of events. And so I always believe that this is a great option because it engages various members of society. There are people who like certain things, maybe quieter events, people who like calypso, people who like bouillon, people who like soca, and there's something for everyone. And this is what I truly appreciate. From the village carnivals, to the pageants, to the music, to the events itself, we saw a high level of competition. Even looking at the Miss Dominica pageant, in my opinion, that was one of the most competitive Miss Dominicas I've seen in quite some time. And so, Miss Daya, I'd like to commend you for earning your crown. I wasn't able to attend the teenage pageant because there was another event on that day, but I do believe you to earn your crown, as well as the junior monarch and princess winner. For me, being a carnival enthusiast is not just about earning during the season and promoting in that way. I too also sponsored a Carnival Princess contestant through my small business, The Watering Can. And so I think it's very important, and I urge you, whether you have a small business, because my business is extremely small, you can provide that assistance any way that you can to push the culture forward. And I think sponsorship is a major part of our carnival celebrations. We cannot do it alone. DFC cannot do it alone. And certainly the contestants and the participants cannot do it alone. And I want to urge small businesses to provide assistance wherever you can. Maybe you may just be able to provide something in kind. You may be able to make a small cash contribution. But I think it goes a long way in assisting those who are so committed to the various events during the carnival season. I also want to say that in terms of the traditional aspects of Mass Dominique, I think we are doing a great job in terms of bringing back the traditional aspects. I know that Miss Anita Bully had a sensei program, and that really assisted in terms of increasing the number of sensei costumes during the carnival season. But there was largely for me an absence of aspects like the Suswell Sui and just a few other aspects of Old Mass that I think we need to, as a country, as a people, really analyze and to do something about that. I know that everyone cannot do everything, so I know that there are some villages in our community, like the Colliho and the Laplane, that really have pushed the band movie throughout the years, and I want us to sort of show them some support, whether it is sponsorship, whatever the case is, because we cannot lose these vital aspects of what makes us the real Mass. We call ourselves the real Mass. The sensei is the iconic image of the real Mass. And I want to urge us all to play our part in terms of ensuring that we don't lose what makes us uniquely the real Mass. And so there was also never a shortness of events. We saw even new events popping up. Last year there was a new event, Opulence, that popped up. This year we saw Amped, which was a glow fete. And even in the schools, the Convent High School had a glow event similar to what was Amped. And we saw the young people being able to safely and enjoyably engage in good, clean fun. And I think those things are very important, and I look forward to seeing more things like that for the young people. In relation to, even for this I went to the Stardom Celebrity Tent, and that itself was, a very, very good event. There was a lot of humor, a lot of laughter. And then so at certain aspects, I was wondering who could party harder, whether it was the young people or whether it was the more senior among us, because that was a very, very good, well put together event. And just coming down to, what I do in terms of the reels, I know everyone may not be able to or have the time to do reels or to share your experiences via photos, whatever the case is, but I think it's very important that as Dominicans, we all take up the task to share in whatever way that we can. Because I met so many people during the carnival season who came to Dominica because they simply saw an image, they saw a video, and they had absolutely no connection to Dominica. And it wasn't because, the broader sense of marketing has its place. But a lot of these times you'll find the people who come from all corners of the world will do so because they see maybe just one image that said to them, you know, I would like to experience what this is like. Maybe they saw a video of a sensei, they wondered what this was. I met somebody at Tewe Vaval who had absolutely no connection to Dominica, but she saw a video of Tewe Vaval last year through a private Instagram account, and she decided that she wanted to come to Dominica to experience that. You know, so I think we also always need to remember, you know, that old maxim that tourism is everybody's business, because you all have a part to play in relation to sharing our tourism product. And I'm happy that it was an incident-free carnival, and maybe next year we may see the carnival festivities on Monday and Tuesday increasing to 11 p.m., who knows? But I can certainly say that those days were very enjoyable. And one of the things I want to make, at this point, a public appeal for is to do away with balloon releases. I mean, throughout the carnival season, there were a number of balloon releases, and as a nature island of the Caribbean, I want to make that personal public appeal that there are other ways that we can show appreciation, we can, you know, have these moments without releasing plastic into the atmosphere. I think this is something that really I had to mention today, and we saw it in various aspects of Carnival, and I hope that this is the last time that this will happen, and in 2025 and beyond, we will no longer have balloon releases in Carnival and throughout the year in Dominica. So this is what I have to say, and I look forward to Mass Dominic 2025. I look forward to the jazz celebrations and Creole Festival and all the independent celebrations as well. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much for your insights, and I'm happy that you had a good experience for this year's Mass Dominic 2024. Here's a question. Did we follow through with the requests from the Environmental Health Department during the Carnival season? We're going to find out if we did well. And for that, I would like to invite to the podium Ms. Kalma Louis. She is the Senior Environmental Health Officer. Please, let's make her feel welcome.
Thank you, and good morning to the general public. Mr. Colin Piper, CEO of Discover Dominica. Mr. Elson Matthew, Acting Chief Cultural Officer assigned to the Dominica Festivals Committee. Ms. Monel Alexis, Communication and Public Relations Specialist of Discover Dominica Authority. Other representatives of the Discover Dominica Authority. Winners of various national pageants and competitions, representatives of the Bouillon and Calypso fraternities, members of the media, listeners tuned in via the media, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. This morning, the Environmental Health Department of the Ministry of Health is grateful for the opportunity given to us in this forum to provide feedback as it relates to food safety and surveillance during the just concluded Mass Dominic, the Real Mass 2024. The department had a mandate by law to conduct food safety surveillance activities. Our team of environmental health officers were out at most of the major events to conduct inspections and provide guidance to the food vendors. We are happy to report that the majority of food vendors conformed to the various food standards as required by law and in keeping with the training they received during their certification. As always, there is still room for improvement. However, we commend them for their efforts. The department wishes to encourage the vendors to continue to improve on the quality of the product and presentation, and wherever possible to invest in the recommended equipment such as the food warmers and stirrers to ensure that they provide safe food to the general public. We are pleased to also report that there were no official reports of any cases of foodborne illnesses from our visitors and patrons at the many events which they attended. I think we are deserving of a clap. We commend all those who were directly or indirectly involved in the vending during the carnival events. The Environmental Health Department again wishes to thank the Dominica Festival Committee for this fruitful partnership, and look forward to even closer collaboration with them, as well as with other stakeholders such as the police, City Council and the Dominica Calypso Association, who has always been willing to partner with us without any difficulties to ensure better food surveillance and food monitoring during these mass gathering events. And before I close, I too want to echo my sentiment to Mr. Piper. Thank you very much to you for your contribution and for always ensuring that environmental health is always part of whatever event that is being held in Dominica. We look forward to continue working with whoever is at the helm, and we also to ensure that we, as environmental health officers, provide the level of food hygiene safety that is needed to the general public at every event that is provided on the island of Dominica. And for that, I thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Ms. Louis. So we did well, nobody got sick, and we got a passing grade from the Environmental Health Department. Next year, we're shooting for A+, right? Yes. And now we continue. Now there's this group that gives us great support on Carnival Monday and Tuesday, and that is the Carnival Road Parade Committee. This morning, the Deputy Chair of the committee, Mr. Larry Cambran, is going to offer some remarks on what transpired. Please let's welcome Mr. Cambran to the podium.
Good morning to all. Protocol has already been established, so good morning to everyone. 3 things I hope to express to everyone today. One is gratitude, the other one is invitation, and the third one, I will leave the other one for last. Firstly, I want to say Road Parade Committee is a team that works, a team of volunteers that works closely with DDA. We've been the group of people who help things to happen that nobody knows is really doing anything. We prefer it that way. We really want everything to grow and build, and we're just there to help everything grow. We would like to express our gratitude to everyone that takes part in the carnival. The participants, the sponsors, thank you very much. The contestants, everyone. Because carnival is a tradition that helps us to express our culture. And without the people, we cannot have a tradition. Without the people, there is no culture to express. So we want everyone involved to know that we are grateful for it, and we look forward to being there with everyone to help it to continue. That's our gratitude. The invitation, we want everyone as well to know that, yes, Carnival has been improving. This year was a success. We had much more floats, much more people taking part in the different parades, different carnival bands. We love that. Thank you. We invite everyone to be there with us, and we thank you for it. I don't really have much more to say. The third one, I'll keep it to myself for now. Hopefully we'll get there. Oh, just so everyone knows, we do have gratitude for you, Mr. Piper. A lot of gratitude. We've been working with him for quite a few years, and well, you know the team will miss you. Well, we say what we say to each other, and we make noise, but it helps everyone to grow. And we thank you for that, Mr. Piper. We look forward to hearing from you and learning from you still. Thank you. And congratulations as well. Some people might not see it as that, but I want to congratulate you on your promotion. All right. Blessings to all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cambran, for your presentation. Now somebody came back, and we don't know if next year he's going to come back again. Right now, performing his winning song, I Come Back. Please let's welcome to the podium Mr. or the Mighty T.
Aha! I come back, mighty T again, Lord. Give me. Last year I wanted to go overseas, complaining here you cannot achieve. I went to the US where grass is green, and I got a road awakening. As soon as I land, people busy. I say, yes, this is the land for me. Only 2 weeks in the big land. All I need is gun, stabbing, and bomb. Aha! Oh, my so it's only now I see my mistake, Lord. I come back, kidnapping, murder, and rape, Lord. I come back, everywhere you turn your life is at stake, so I come back, got to lock up window and gate, so I come back. Do not be fooled by the smile that is fake. They're preaching love but really is hate. So I come back. I can no longer tolerate. Sorry dear, I made a mistake. Blow! Oh yes, I say I come back. Oh yes, I come back. Mighty T again, Lord. Aha! Hear me now. Air conditioning car and in house, scared like a mouse, can hardly breathe out. When the light turn green, cross the street and do it fast, cause you might get it. No worry like the girls in the air that whining and posing on the highway. And as a black, don't feel welcome. Remember you in the land of Mr. Trump. I tell you. Oh, again, Lord. So it's only now I see my mistake, Lord. I come back, kidnapping, murder and rape, Lord. I come back, everywhere you turn your life is at stake, so I come back, got to lock up window and gate, so I come back. Do not be fooled by the smile that is fake. They're preaching love but really is hate, so I come back. I can no longer tolerate. Sorry dear, I made a mistake. I tell you, blow! Oh yes. Again, Lord. And again, Lord. Aha! Give me. I miss all my friends and them in class. And then I remember Junior Monarch, fed up with police siren, always screaming. No booyah or calypso blasting. Then I hear the PM call for reset. I say, mighty T, you better get set. In America, not one more day. I coming back to my sweet, sweet DA. I coming home. Just look out for me because I coming home. So it's only now I see my mistake, Lord. I come back, kidnapping, murder and rape, Lord. I come back, everywhere you turn your life is at stake, so I come back, got to lock up window and gate, so I come back. Do not be fooled by the smile that is fake. They're preaching love but really is hate, so I come back. Oh yes, I come back. I can no longer tolerate. Sorry dear, I made a mistake. Blow! Aha! Again, Lord. Oh yes, I come back. Mighty T again, Lord. Give me. Yeah, I did my time, so I'm coming back home. So it's only now I see my mistake, Lord. I come back, kidnapping, murder and rape, Lord. I come back, I come to correct, dumb like mistake, Lord. I come back, I come to bring back light in the state, Lord. I come back, I am my father Benji going to marry, so I had to fly home immediately. So I come back, I come back, I come back for the monarchy. I come back for my crown, you see. I come back for the monarchy. I come back for my crown, you see. Taisa.
Excellent rendition, and thank you for coming back. And guys, Dominica remains a safe place to live, to work, and to enjoy. And Dominica is one of the safest carnivals in the region. So we invite all our viewers who are thinking about Dominica's carnival, come. And if you're Dominican and you're abroad, come back home. Yeah? Now the next presenter, this individual accepted a request to support Dominica's carnival. And we thank him very much for his contribution. Today, he will offer his thoughts on Mass Dominic 2024. I invite to the podium the Acting Chief Cultural Officer assigned to Dominica Festivals Committee, Mr. Earlson Matthew.
Thank you very much, Monel, Communications and Public Relations Specialist of the Discover Dominica Authority. And with my luck, I have no amplification, so I will have to project a little bit more. Let me acknowledge the presence of Mr. Colin Piper, CEO of the Discover Dominica Authority, and let me echo the sentiments of gratitude thrown your way by everybody else. The other representatives of the Discover Dominica Authority, Ms. Kalma Louis, Senior Environmental Officer, Health Officer, winners of the various national pageants and competitions, representatives of the Bouillon and Calypso fraternities, members of the media, listeners and viewers tuned in via the media, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the final press conference for Mass Dominic 2024, the real Mass. Now, we call these discussions post-mortems, but that gives the connotation that something has died, and that is certainly not the case for Mass Dominic. In fact, it's the opposite. We are looking to grow, and grow we will. Of course, with growth comes change, uncomfortable conversations, unpopular decisions, but we'll get to that a little later. I can proudly say that Mass Dominic 2024 was a success, regardless of the well-documented time and financial constraints, in the sense that it accurately represented the vision to package Dominica's tourism product and cultural experience as unique offerings that can attract stayover visitors, generate economic activity, and increase cultural exports. This season featured over 65 official events staged island-wide, about 13 of which were staged at the Stadium Forecourt or Carnival City. These events included themed fetes, village carnivals or openings as they were called, calypso shows and competitions, pageants, contestant launches, traditional events, and much more. I wish to thank all of the bands, performers, DJs, traditional groups, contestants, chaperones, committee members, the police, revelers, onlookers, volunteers, sponsors, small business owners, service providers, critics, the media, and anybody or entity that I may have left out. Thank you for making Mass Dominic 2024 the grand spectacle that it was. I want to specifically highlight that Mass Dominic 2024 was free from any major incidents, and Bob alluded to that, as we continue to uphold the label of the Caribbean's safest, most original, and most inclusive carnival. I said at an earlier press conference that this is not only credited to the great work of the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force, but also a different energy from the public and the acceptance that we all constitute the Dominica brand. So thanks again to the patrons. Over the past week, we've had various stakeholder discussions, all in a bid to analyze what worked, what didn't work, and how we can improve on the product. I've noticed that the public's biggest gripe is that they feel like they have not been given a listening ear over the years. Additionally, there's the concern that the level of investment should better reflect our vision of Mass Dominic rivaling any carnival anywhere. So as we work towards that common goal, let's be sure to pay attention to details and consider feedback from all walks of life. No stakeholders, no carnival. It's that simple. Earlier, I mentioned those conversations that we need to start having, some of which are obvious, others will need some creative, critical thinking and open-mindedness. Going forward, we need to give due consideration to developing a permanent festival and events venue. If not, we'll be having the same conversation next year as it relates to the challenges. I guarantee that. Another question. What are the best suited days for Carnival Mondays and Tuesdays activities? And I'm talking about the t-shirt ban versus the costume ban. Are we willing to weigh the pros and cons and make informed decisions? How willing are we to accept change? Are we maximizing the potential of our offerings? And I'm speaking from both a profitability standpoint as well as the experience itself. Yes, these questions and much more. Are we ready for that? Or are we sweeping them under the carpet to find ourselves running into the same issues next time around? Now, reports will address all of these matters, but at the end of the day, recommendations are just that, recommendations. Acting on those recommendations will take buy-in, being receptive to change, and not being averse to stepping out of our respective comfort zones. And of course, investment. 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 I can say 10 times fucking dice. Investment. Right. Now that investment would come in the form of both public and private sector funding towards infrastructure, human resource development, investment of time, knowledge, and research. And as we end one carnival season, I want to encourage that we carry on the momentum straight into the next carnival season, and that's 2025 I'm talking about already. While the ideas and recommendations are fresh in our minds, document them and continue the work. Now, in closing, I want to personally thank everyone that I have worked with over the past 2 months for this opportunity. I can say that I'm coming out of this exercise with more knowledge and experience than I came in. And it's fitting that we are ending where we started at the Old Mill Cultural Center, which is also symbolic for me because I returned to my substantive office. So thanks again, everyone.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matthew, for your presentation. And we will surely miss you at DDA, DFC. Feel free to come back anytime, every time. Now we continue with our program. Up next is the CEO of Discover Dominica Authority, Mr. Colin Piper. Today, he will offer an overview of the Carnival experience and also his insights on what should be transpiring next. Please put your hands together and let's welcome to the podium, Mr. Piper.
Good morning, Onel, and good morning, everyone. I really miss the amplification because, you know, I'm a quiet speaker, so I will try to project as best I can. But let me say, let me recognize Mr. Earlson Matthew, Acting Chief Cultural Officer assigned to DFC, Ms. Monel Alexis, the Communications and Public Relations Specialist of Discover Dominica Authority, other representatives of Discover Dominica Authority, Ms. Kalma Louis, Senior Environmental Health Officer, the winners of the various national pageants and competitions, Ms. Dominica, Ms. Teen, King Dice, Mighty T, the members of the media, listeners tuned in via the media, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm pleased to be here to reflect on the success of Mass Dominic 2024, the real Mass, This carnival has once again proven to be a showcase of our vibrant culture and traditions, creating a dazzling array of music, dance, and visual artistry that resonates with the heart and soul of Dominica. The festivities began with an opening parade. I'm delighted to share that this year's innovation, the stadium field crossing, added an extra layer of excitement and engagement, and I dare say also the People's Choice Award for the Best Contemporary Band added excitement as well. The carnival spirit permeated across the island with village carnivals, competitions and events culminating in a grand street parade on Carnival Monday and Tuesday. The streets were alive with the individuals adorned in radiant costumes, dancing to the pulsating rhythms of bouillon music and calypso, embodying the essence of Dominica's carnival. As we celebrated the vibrant Mass Dominic 2024, the festivities reached their climax with the traditional Ash Wednesday event, Tiwe Vaval, held in the Kalinago territory and in Dubla, marking the end of carnival season and beginning of Lent. So it was a fitting conclusion to a dazzling celebration of our culture and heritage. The carnival celebration is a national event, and this year's official opening, the Carnival Street Parade, involved over 30 participating groups, bringing the real mass theme to life, from Wabwa and Sensei to business floats, pageant contestants, monarchs, and more. These groups, representing various communities around the island, were instrumental in creating the vibrant and authentic atmosphere that defined Mass Dominic. I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to sponsors who played a pivotal role in making Mass Dominic 2024 a resounding success. The Government of Dominica, the presenting sponsor, and MMC, the platinum sponsor, led the way. Special mentions go to Flow Dominica, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited, Auto Trade Fine Foods Inc., PDV Caribe Dominica Limited, Dominica National Lotteries, Sanctuary Rainforest Eco Resort and Spa, J. Astafan and Company Limited, and Ocean Edge Hotel for their generous support. Additionally, I want to acknowledge Republic Bank EC Limited, Jolly's Pharmacy, Alliance Française de la Dominique, JD's Natural, Eclac Nova Luxuries, Nova Nature Blends and Gasca, Lovely Things, Trey Chic, Triage Health, HH Church and Company Limited, The Beauty Lounge, Intercontinental Cabritz Resort and Spa, Jungle Bay Resort and Spa, Plantscape, Big Edge Financial, Vibian TV, and Timbo's Suites for their unwavering commitment to the event. We always have to acknowledge our sponsors with whom the show can't happen. All right, the government's substantial involvement and financial commitment to underwriting the carnival celebrations, coupled with the support of the private sector, demonstrated the collective commitment of local businesses and authorities to preserving and promoting Dominica's cultural heritage. The surge in visitor numbers, with a total attendance of 4,635, that's a 12% increase compared to 2023, underscores the growing appeal of Mass Dominic. Most of these visitors, or 58% of these visitors, or 2,679 people, arrived by the ferry, while the remaining 42%, or 1,956, traveled by air. Now, a published IMF report on Dominica dated August 2023 indicates that a visitor spend of $3,323 per visitor spending for stayover visitors to the destination. So if we apply that to the 4,635 visitors that arrived in the period under review leading up to Carnival, it would indicate that up to $15.4 million of tourism expenditure happened on island from these visitors. And delving further into the economic impact of Mas Dominic on our local community, the benefits are multiple. Tourism and hospitality benefits. The hospitality sector comprising hotels, guest houses, and rental properties also reap the benefits of increased visitor arrivals. These boosted revenue during the festival and can lead to return visits throughout the year. Job creation. Mas Dominic contributed to job creation with temporary positions emerging in various sectors such as event management, security, catering, and costume design. This in turn helped to alleviate unemployment and stimulate economic growth. Increased tax revenue. The surge in commerce resulted in a corresponding rise in tax revenue collected by the government. So as we look to the future, we have exciting plans for next year's carnival. Early planning, as has been discussed, and increased participation in the city's carnivals will be a focus. Learning from the experiences of this year, we acknowledge the need for improvements and changes. We recognize the importance of improving communication between the bands and the Road Parade Committee to ensure proper spacing between the bands on the carnival route and clear communication on all carnival matters. This will enhance the flow, the overall flow, and experience for both participants and spectators. Earlson mentioned the T-shirt band on Tuesday is up for review. We are considering changing the time for Juve. Are we ready for that sort of discussion? To accommodate participants better, and to ensure a seamless flow of events. We're considering greater incentives to participants to encourage and improve traditional Mass on Carnival Monday, fostering a deeper connection to our cultural heritage. So we understand the importance of facilitating faster responses for duty-free requests, and certainly we will be streamlining this process to contribute to the overall efficiency of our preparations for future carnivals. So in conclusion, Mas Dominic 2024 has been a remarkable celebration showcasing the spirit and resilience of our people. Our success is a testament to the collaboration between local communities, businesses, and visitors. As we look forward to the future, we remain committed to preserving and promoting Dominica's rich cultural heritage by celebrating Mas Dominic. So thank you to all for your unwavering support, and let's look forward to a successful Mas Dominic 2025 on March 3rd and 4th, 2025. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Piper, for your reflections. Now, as the vivid colors of Mas Dominic experience slowly fade into the backdrop of our memories, we find ourselves here, united by a shared experience that was nothing but extraordinary. To begin, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to our generous sponsors. We are profoundly grateful for your faith in us and your commitment to celebrating Dominica's culture. I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the sponsors who made Mas Dominic a success. The Government of Dominica, our presenting sponsor, MMC, our platinum sponsor, other sponsors, Flo, Dominica, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited, Auto Trade, Fine Foods Inc., PDB, PDV, Carib Dominica, Dominica National Lotteries, Sanctuary Rainforest, Eco Resort and Spa, J.R. Stefan and Company Limited, Ocean's Edge Hotel, Republic Bank EC Limited, Jolly's Pharmacy, alias Frances de la Dominique, JD's Natural, Eclat Nova Luxuries, Nature Blends, Engasca, Lovely Things, Trey Chic, Triage Health, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited, The Beauty Lounge, Intercontinental Cabarets Resort and Spa, Jungle Bay and Spa, Planscape, Big Edge Financial, Vibian TV, Timbo Suite. Sponsors, thank you very much for your support for Mas Dominic 2024. Our sincere thanks also goes out to the tireless volunteers who work behind the scenes and on the front lines. Your dedication and hard work have been instrumental in making this event, our Carnival experience, a success. And of course, to all the artists, event organizers, performers, attendees, and to the people of Dominica and the foreigners who came here to support and enjoy, thank you for being the heart and soul of our Mass Dominica experience. You brought the festival to life, and with your infectious energy, vibrant colors, and undeniable spirit, we did that. Thank you. To the media, we appreciate your support that you've given us throughout the Mass Dominica experience. Thank you. As we close this chapter, I implore you to get set for Mass Dominic 2025 on March 3rd and 4th, 2025. Now, we are thrilled to unveil what's happening on the horizon. The rhythm of Mass Dominic may have subsided, but the melody of Jazz and Creole is about to take over. Jazz and Creole 2024 will take place on May 5th, 2024 at the Fort Shirley Cabarets National Park from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Details of tickets, costs, lineup of the different artists will be announced soon. Also, you can expect weekly press conferences from our team as of March 2024. Let's talk theme. What is the theme for Jazz and Creole Festival? The theme for this year is Creole Fusion. Creole Fusion. Think of bold prints, lively prints, and unique accessories. Creole Fusion. Blending Creole traditions with a festive flair in outfits that combine traditional Creole elements with a modern and colorful twist. This is the theme for this year, Creole Fusion. So mark your calendars for Jazz and Creole and prepare to lose yourself in the rhythm once again. And let's keep in mind, the World Creole Music Festival 2024 will take place October 24th to 26th, 2024, so we can start our thoughts and preparations for that event. Now, for more about Dominica, visit our website, www.discoverdominica.com. You can call us directly at 448-2045. We invite you to follow Dominica on Facebook, Instagram, and to look at our videos on YouTube. In closing, it has been an honor to serve as your Master of Ceremonies. I thank you very much for joining us on this journey. As we part ways, let's carry the spirit of Mass Dominic in our hearts and look forward to the melodies of Jazz and Creole in May, and mark our calendars for World Creole Music Festival in October. Good morning, stay safe, and we'll see you very soon at Jazz and Creole in May. Thank you very much.